Cody Rhodes and Paul Heyman had a very emotional exchange on Monday Night Raw. It was crazy. Paul Heyman even shed a few tears alongside Cody with the story Cody told about his father being helped by ECW creator at that time, Paul Heyman. Now, it got a little intense towards the end because Paul Heyman did what Paul Heyman does best. Irk the person he's talking to. The person Paul Heyman confronts is always going to end up on the bad side of the conversation because it's what Paul Heyman knows more than anyone in this industry. Trout, man, what a segment, bro. You could feel the tension, the crowd, the reaction. Even for me watching it yesterday live on stream, it was amazing to see this story.
It's personal.
Yes. This story of family, this story of Dusty Rhodes, who trained so many NXT superstars that are on the main roster today, one of them being Roman Reigns, and them utilizing that as the anchor and the sheer will of what will be the driving force going forward. And Cody's response, man, he's like, I'm just trying to win a wrestling title. I'm just trying to go to WrestleMania. Like, that's literally his whole demeanor. He's just trying to be as normal as he can about the circumstances, but everyone is dying to make this a personal matter. And Paul Heyman did one hell of a job in making it that. I mean,
he always does.
He does. That's what I'm saying. It's just, it was the highlight of the night. They didn't even have to fight. They didn't, like, it was just a war of words. And it turned out to be the moment of the night for me. And I don't know about you, Trout, but I just turned up the dial in terms of excitement for this match. We still got Sammy and Roman at the Elimination Chamber, which that story is another phenomenal story going on. But there's just something about that Paul Heyman and Cody interaction that just spoke to me. You know, it spoke to my heart, especially with Cody saying how, you know, they were broke as a family. The dad, Dusty Rhodes, was doing car commercials just to keep the car. You know, he wasn't able to make any money, and Paul Heyman saved them. And just the way that Paul Heyman reacted, it felt very genuine. It felt very real. And when you're able to blur the lines the way they did on Monday night and make it seem authentic and unique, like they did, that's really when you have a phenomenal story to tell in your hands. And it, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy to think because we've been talking about The Rock returning, Trout. We've been talking about when's The Rock coming back? When's The Rock coming back? He needs to face Roman. And while I still want that match to happen at some point in time, we have some good stories developing here within their very own roster. So you've been enjoying Cody's run like everyone else. So have I. But do you see Sami Zayn finding his Daniel Bryan moment at WrestleMania and making it a triple threat? Or you think this is going to go one-on-one, Cody versus Roman?
I think it's going to go one-on-one. I would love to see Sammy in it, but I think it has to go one-on-one between Cody and Roman.
Especially with the dynamic that they're adding with Paul Heyman being involved. And Sami
Zayn be like a Cinderella story.
Yes, it will. And Cody was supposed to be that, but now we have almost like two Cinderella stories in one here. But that tie-in with Dusty, man, that tie-in adds layers and layers upon layers. So for me, it's just like, I don't know. At this point, I don't know what I want out of all this. I just know that
kind of hung up on the both of them.
Exactly.
Because you like to see both of them succeed and get the moment.
Exactly. But I don't know. At the end of the day, I will say this. I absolutely love that exchange with Paul Heyman and Cody. And if that's what this storyline is going to give us, then I'm all for it. All for it, bro. I don't know. How did and you just saw that clip right there, but you know it was a real big exchange between the two.
Yeah,
but it hypes you up. It just gets you riled up. It gets you ready to go, and that's
like I said. It makes it, like he said, personal.
So hit us up in the comments section. How do you guys feel about this promo? How do you feel about this dynamic and this back and forth that Paul Heyman had, which was just 10 out of 10 in my opinion? I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.